Hey y'all. Well, I'm just going to go on here and get caught up with y'all, let y'all know what's been going on, um, explain some of my false information of putting on a uh, outside video to show y'all my projects. Uh, because God has decided that East Texas needs to be a lake. We've had rain, and I love the rain. Uh, and in the summer, we'll be glad we had it. But we have had rain off and on for almost 2 months. And I'm not talking about just a little rain. I'm talking about last night. It sounded like buckets. Um, so anyway, I have not been able to get outside. I have not been able to start my projects. So I don't have any progress to share on that or progress. I've been around my Canadian husband too long. Anyway, I wanted to let y'all know and give y'all an update what's going on. Uh, the first thing that happened this week, besides the weather, also was I had my grandbabies over this weekend. Uh, they are all 10 and under. There's four. Those are my babies from my kiddos. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 step grandbabies that are adorable. And so we just got babies everywhere. But anyway, the four came over and we were going to go outside and make a fairyland, a fairy like gnomes and little houses and stuff in my back garden. And that did not work because it was raining. So we stayed inside. Uh, well, they went outside once because they played hide and go seek and it had stopped raining. And but it was cold. And so we came back inside and we did fingerprints. And the finger painting went well. They liked it. It went very fast. And so I'm going to frame those out and let them take them home. They're still in there on my table. Um, also, uh, it was the first time since Thanksgiving those four had gotten together, so they really liked, sharing time. Another thing that happened this week was not a good thing. Um, we, at the end of the year, and y'all let me know down below if this happened to y'all or happens to y'all, if y'all have to change insurance. We had to change insurance. And I am very blessed to have insurance. I've had a few health issues in the past 4 years, I believe. And one of those issues is um, I don't think you contract depression, but I have depression, PTSD. Uh, I'm counseling through trauma and all. And this weekend, I noticed that my medicine was getting low. Now, I had already ordered this for my depression, um, I think a month ago. And I went back to find the bottle and come to find out they'd never sent it. The old pharmacy never sent it. The new pharmacy couldn't send it because they didn't have the order. So it's been a week scrambling. And yeah, my mental outlook kind of took a nosedive. So uh, it's bupropion, which is generic for Wellbutrin. I do take that 3 times a day. Um, and it helps. It really helps. I have changed my eating habits. That helps too. I've lost weight. All of that together has really helped me battle. And believe me, I had no idea. I was a pharmacy technician for 20 plus years. And I did not understand how bad depression can be. It's debilitating. It can take you to the edge of a really dark place. It takes away your self esteem sometimes. It can take away your outlook sometimes. And unfortunately, sometimes it can even take your life. Um, thank God that that has not been me. It does mess with my self esteem a little bit. It messes with my outlook, it messes with my energy. But not having these medications um, really kind of messed up my week. And even though I fought hard, uh, I did get a little distracted. And but they came in today, so I got to start them and start them back. And if you know anything about depression or depression meds, and this is just me being honest and transparent, and that's what I want on this channel because I want it to be a sharing channel. You know, you do not quit depression medications cold turkey unless you don't have them. So I think that I had one a day. And if you remember, I said I take 3 a day. I think I had one a day for like 3 days. So I subtherapeutic for 3 days, and I have not accomplished very much this week. Does that happen to y'all? Please add it in the comments and tell me what you do on those days that you just can't get your mind in the game. You have appointments, you cancel them, you reschedule them. Do y'all do that? You have housework that you just kind of look at and you're like, yeah. I remember distinctly years ago, there was a commercial, and the lady was just like, I just can't get up. I can't go outside. My kids want me to play with them, and I just can't go outside. And I thought to myself, now, I was probably in my 30s, raising my kids, and just thought, get up, go outside. It's not that hard. I was speaking from ignorance because it is that hard. Depression will cloud your outlook, it'll cloud everything. Um, so, anyway, thank God I have a wonderful support system here in my husband, and my kiddos call and check on me. Um, and they're grown and they have their own lives. And so I thank God every day that I have kids that check on me. So I did not get much accomplished this week. And I wasn't going to even put up a video, but I thought, you know what? This is exactly what I want this video for. I came across an issue that I did not handle very well. I I did not know if there were herbs out there. I'm getting into the herbs and the holistic medications, and I did not know. I know St. John's wort is very controversial, so I didn't go there. And I just didn't know if there was anything else that would have helped me. If y'all know, please put it in the comments and give me some ideas if ever it happens again. I hope it doesn't. I'm good for 3 months, so uh, but maybe somebody else is going through this since we're at the first of the year and we're meeting deductibles and we're meeting, everything. People just can't afford their medication. I can't tell you how many times at the pharmacy I had people come up, and I literally had a little man at the beginning of my pharmacy tech career ask me one time, which one of these can I do without and it won't kill me? I bought his medication that day. Yeah, I did. Because, I mean, we were struggling. We had little kids. But you know what? I wasn't worried about skipping a medication that could take my life. So I bought his medication that day. I did that a few times across my career. I'm not saying it to toot my own horn or anything. I'm saying it to say that in this economy and in this, I don't know, medical age, it's wonderful that we have cures for certain illnesses. It's wonderful that when you get cancer, or if you get cancer, you don't get a death sentence with it. But it also puts people in uh, positions where they can't afford their medication. And a lot of these medications are life sustaining. So there's that. So I didn't get started on any of my projects, but this weekend we've already deemed it project. So I may make I may make a video of either my backyard, or we are working on a fence outside. We're trying to power wash it, and it's turning it into like brand new wood. I mean, it's amazing. We really got one side done, and we can already see the wood and all. So um, I will see if I can get a video of that, or somewhere back into my land. I just think it would be so nice to share East Texas beauty with y'all. So Another thing I want to do is I am in the middle of researching narcolepsy. A person that I care about has it, and it makes her life difficult at times. Um, if you share this illness, please give me some tips. I think she's been diagnosed for a while, so she probably knows. But how can I help her? I mean, I live real close to her. Um, Give me some ways I can help her because she had a really hard time this week or this weekend. I can't remember, and I just want to help her. So yeah, let me know that. Um, that's about all that I've done. Um, that I feel like would be reportable. I am getting with one of my sons, and we're going to set up a TikTok. Uh, I think that maybe I can reach more people that way. Um, this is going to help people. That is my wish. That is what I want. Um, we, I had one remark that I wanted to address. Uh, we all have different things that we believe in. And just because I do or don't believe in what you do does not mean that I'm silly, crazy, I think that there are valid reasons to believe in the paranormal. I think there are valid reasons to believe in the afterlife. I've read many, many, many NDEs. We can even have a discussion about those. Um, and I've actually experienced channeling, um, and I actually experienced speaking to my sister um, after she had been gone for about a year. And that was after I saw her myself. Um, just real quick, I'll share. I don't think I've shared this. And if I have, just overlook me. uh, so, my third son, his name's Dylan. And in 2018, he was in a horrible car wreck. This lady, it was Christmas Day, and a lady behind him was just not willing to be late for nothing. She even said nothing. She wasn't on her way for nothing. It was Christmas morning. He was driving down to give his daughter her Christmas presents. And this lady got her car stuck up under his bumper. And so that one wheel didn't have any traction. And an 18-wheeler that was in front of him literally saw it happening, and he went ahead and started pulling over to the road. If it had not been for him and a lady, I think, I don't even want to think about it, but he was less than 5 minutes from the hospital. He flipped end over end, not sideways, but end over end 7 times. He was in a seatbelt, and on the sixth time, he was ejected. He came down perpendicular to the pavement on top of right on his head. It broke his skull, and which was life saving because it allowed his brain to swell, and without any terrible damage. But anyway, he was taken to the hospital. I got the call, and we went to find him. He was about 2 hours from my house, and that was probably the longest 2 hours I've faced in my life. And I've been in long labor before. um, but getting to him, it felt like we were going through mud. I did get to him. He was coming out of surgery when I got there. So listen how God takes care of my babies. And he takes care of all of us, but I know he had a hand in this. So Dylan is a power lifter. I'll post some pictures when I find them I'm talking about national power lifter. He's won titles and stuff. So he was in really, 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 really good shape. He was only 25 or 26, young, just phenomenal physical physique. And the surgeon came out and he told me, he said, "You must be mom." And we're standing in his ICU room now. And he put his arm around me. He said, "You must be mom." And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Well," he said, "I just need to let you know that I've done everything I can do. And I just need to let you know it's between God and Dylan now." And I said, "Okay." but you don't know how strong they are. So Dylan was the second of a set of twins, and he survived that, and he wasn't supposed to. And then he was in a coma for 12 days after this wreck. Guess what? He survived that, and he wasn't supposed to. He also was supposed to be in rehab and not be able to walk and having to relearn how to eat and all of this. He checked himself out of rehab. He's a little stubborn. After 3 weeks, he was in a coma for 12 days. He was supposed to be in the hospital itself for almost a year, 6 months or so. But he walked out of rehab and then he rehabbed himself. He went to the gym. He did everything that he was probably not supposed to do. But now he is working, taking care of his family, married to a wonderful woman. And that's what God's done for me in my lifetime. He also allowed my sister to live for 13 years longer than she was supposed to. So, and I'll tell you her story at a different time. But anyway, that's what God does to take care of me. And that's my belief system. God takes care of us. I don't necessarily believe that it's a human being or even a person per se. God to me is a feeling and a spirit, and yeah, He's revealed Himself a few times for me when people say not supposed to. Yeah. So anyway, that's a little bit of catching up, a little bit to let you know where I'm at. Being very transparent, trying to invite y'all to my journey. And I'm glad y'all are here. If y'all like this video, please subscribe and share it and like it so we can hurry and do the Q&A. I would love to answer questions. I'd love to ask y'all questions. But until then, I'll just keep on with these videos. And when I'm having a hard time, I have my people. And when y'all are having a hard time, y'all have y'all's people. And that's what we want to be, is each other's people. And when I say resources, I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about information, education, what we can share with each other. I don't want anybody, thinking that they're a doctor or pretending to be one. But, if you've experienced something in your life, there's no reason why we can't share that. When I lost my sister, I was 50, and I couldn't find anybody. I couldn't find a grief support system. I couldn't find anything. I crawled in my bed for 9 months, gained 60 pounds, got up to pee and eat, and that's basically it. Maybe take my dog out. My brother gave me PJ. That's another story. But I was not in a good place at all. And I apologize for the light dimming and everything. I'm going to figure all this out, I promise. And I really needed somebody, and that's where this idea was born 4 years ago. So here I am. I'm not on here to learn how to put my makeup on or do my hair, or as you can tell, I kind of don't worry about it. It's windy outside. I'm on here to give people an idea, and maybe just say hi and just remind them that they're not the only people in this world going through anything like this. So here we are. There's my story. I've covered everything. As one of my YouTubers says, let me look at my notes. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Well, we're good. If I do any of my projects this weekend, I promise I will get some kind of video on it. So y'all have a great day. Bye.